Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Welcome back, everyone. Dale's going to be reading today's intro.
Star Wars.
It's Franz and Hans.
We started doing these accents, and it's pretty funny.
It's here to
Episode
pump
5.
you up.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Please don't write it here. This.
Don't be freaking racist.
Not racist.
Who are we racist to?
Read quickly before
Okay,
I go
read it.
It's a dark time for the rebellion. Although the Death Star has been destroyed, Imperial troops have driven the rebel forces from their hidden base and pursued them across the galaxy.
Your lines are going into space. Don't
If
let them go.
Imperial Starfleet, a group of
You cannot go to a place I cannot follow.
Iceland by Luke Skywalker established a new secret base on the remote ice world.
Okay.
Evil Darth Vader is obsessed with finding out Skywalker
drunk?
has dispatched thousands of remote probes into the far reaches of space, the final frontier. And these are this.
I do.
Okay.
I do like how the past 2 times we've read this, we've read it pretty clearly, and Dale comes in and he's just like,
I am here to read this to you.
You were like, hurry before the lines are gone. I was like, oh, I gotta hurry.
yeah, I gotta hurry. Let's pitch shift my voice up to become a chipmunk.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I was also laughing.
Hey.
Okay, everyone go around the couch. Who's your favorite Alan Chipmunks movie? Go.
What in the world did you just say to us?
So what's your favorite?
Everyone, calm down. Let's talk clearly.
Okay,
for the next...
talk, enunciate for the microphone. Okay, let's go. What's your favorite Alvin and Chipmunks character?
Oh,
Gabe, go.
I think Jeanette was the hottest.
Jeanette was the hottest. I guess that's what we're going by. That's
Sorry.
Hottest is the favorite now, so...
I don't know what you're talking about. His Uncle Ian.
I literally just said that because I heard. I think that was like... that's like a furry culture thing.
Oh, man.
So. Said.
Is that that's the bookish one, right? Like the blue, like Simon's girl?
Yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dale, hottest or favorite
My favorite
chipmunk?
was
We're both.
either Dave or...
That's not a chipmunk.
He is now.
You didn't say it. Just
He is now.
you said it. Alvin and the Chipmunks character.
He's
Okay,
been
fine.
officially inducted into
Fine.
the chipmunk.
And technically, Dave
You know what?
is a Chipmunks
What?
character.
He swore his vows. He is officially a monk of chips.
A monk of chips? I would agree.
He's taken his vow of silence as his friends sing.
Instead of Christianity, it's Chiprianity.
Chiprianity.
So you said Dave? It's your
Ryan.
favorite
Or
favorite
Ian.
slash hottest.
Or
Well, I
Uncle
was gonna
Ian.
say Ian, but yeah.
Oh man, Ian.
I remember the one where they were on the island and he had the, what was it, like a seagull outfit?
Yeah, I remember. I think my favorite doesn't.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
Okay, sorry. Just what comes to mind is the fact that they're gonna cut open this bantha and stuff Luke inside of it.
Oh yeah, Han's just like, it's gonna smell bad, but it's gonna keep you warm, and then he just like cuts it with his lightsaber.
Yuck. Why not just use the lightsaber? Like, just hover
Just
it over
hover
your
it,
skin.
Just hold this.
I don't think that would work.
I feel like it gives off a good amount of heat.
Maybe a little bit.
Well,
I
I
don't know.
think in that case,
It's
then
literally-
Kylo Ren's lightsaber would be very flawed.
It's literally a pillar of, like, plasma. Unless it's made of glowing plastic. Then it wouldn't work.
Well,
but
here's the
it's
thing.
supposed to burn
It might
through
be
things.
glowing plastic. So whoa.
Well, in reality,
Oh,
it's going
Big. Oh, dude, that is brutal.
Oh,
you see that
my
bloody
gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a big yikes.
You just get taken by the abominable
So,
snowman.
Fun fact.
face? It is the abominable stuff.
When
yeah.
these movies came out, there was no such thing as PG-13.
Oh yeah.
It was either R or PG.
That's
so,
like like Indiana Jones.
they can have a PG-13 amount of blood in this, and the MPAA is just like, oh, PG, gotcha, man.
I saw that in the theater. I was
Gets
like,
is that the one where she uses
Yeah.
the Force?
I was
Yeah.
like, you just have to. She died.
So the whole thing is So that's what I remember seeing in that theater. I was like,
Ooh, sorry, everyone.
no.
Yikes.
Nice shot, Han. He's yelling at it.
Video decode. There it
Ah,
is.
there it is. You know what's super weird is I was watching Return of the Jedi last night, and when Luke tells Leia that they're brother and sister, she goes, "You know, I kind of always knew," and I was like,
No,
"Wait
no,
a minute, what?"
Oh, I sure hope you didn't always know.
No, she said that. She's like, you know, I kind of always knew that. I kind of always knew, and then he leaves to confront Vader.
Oh,
But no, I was like, wait a
yikes.
minute.
Why?
Yikes.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why?
man.
Why would she say that she kind of always knew?
What is new?
I just did it anyway.
A timer alert. There's gonna be a brother-sister makeout thing in probably a few seconds now.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, oh no is right. But here's the thing, they don't know.
The thing, George Lucas didn't even know when he did this scene.
I think that was an actual thing, like A New Hope. Oh, there it is. Oh boy.
Oh, yikes.
And she just does it to
Was there tongue in
like,
that? Was
to
there
make,
tongue in that?
Ugh.
I hope not.
To make like Han
That's what
Solo
Wookiee's
mad.
thinking. He's like, is there tongue in that?
Lucas is like,
Man, and Wookiee's like, hey, my turn.
I like how she just does it. She just does it to get back at Han Solo. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
I always thought it was weird how, like, she calls him a scruffy looking nerd.
Dude,
But he only gets offended by the fact that she calls him scruffy looking.
oh no, boink.
Man, Luke has some great plot armor. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a dead guy. There's a dead guy in the back of
So
his
no,
plane.
you didn't see. He got shot. He got shot from behind, and the dude he got shot in the face, and he just kind of fell because
I didn't even realize there was more than one guy in
Oh
each
yeah,
of
because
those.
that's how they were roping it around. Because the dude's in the back firing. He also has a rope thing that he can hook onto,
Oh,
and then
okay.
the pilot just had to circle around.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, don't worry, they're all dead.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I really questioned the structure or the what's that word? The sustainability of the structure as like snow's just falling
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Just we don't worry about this. It's fine.
We're deep underground. It's not like there's tons and tons of...
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, he's dead!
Snowpio.
CPPO!
Snowpio.
Aww.
Man,
I thought
Barely
about
saw
starting
me.
a beard club.
Yeah, so our school had like a... Our
you
school
don't
had...
remember.
No, I was friends
Beard
with...
club?
Yeah. I
Wait,
was-
so you're
I was
you're
friends
like
with a
you're
guy.
like yeah.
Would I be permitted to join that club,
I was gonna
Dale?
say like I have like mid tier. You'd be
What?
you'd be head water buffalo. That's your actually title.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know what? Yes.
So you're the
Yes.
creator. You're head water buffalo.
I'm head water
I'm like
buffalo.
mid tier, and then like I don't know. Gabe, I don't know. So like
I'm a Senator
as long
Babyface.
as-
Senator Babyface.
As
Yeah.
long as you have like at least a little bit of hair.
Oh yeah, now they're not siblings, so I can enjoy this.
And then C-3PO interrupts.
Sweet home
Alabama.
Sunny skies, golden river. Oh, Yoda!
Oh. No.
Oh, that was bad.
I remember thinking those were potatoes when I was younger.
They do kind of have that potato. Oh,
But
yikes.
no.
I had a really bad potato experience the other day.
Oh really?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Do tell.
I pulled a potato out of a bag and was like, oh, why is it wet? And then I turned around and there was maggots wriggling all
dude.
over it. And
Oh,
I was
no.
like, ah! And I dropped it on the floor and it went... And I was just
Oh.
like,
Oh.
washing my hands, and I could like suddenly feel every
man.
follicle of hair on
Oh,
my
man.
arms and legs standing up, and I was like, there's maggots on my legs. And,
Oh man.
all
I
sorts
hate
of-
that feeling when like your
You
leg
think-
hair moves or something.
and you think there's like a spider
Yeah.
or a bug there.
Oh, that's the thing I have when I'm outside.
Yeah.
Just like mosquito, and I just
Yeah.
slap my leg, and it's actually nothing.
Like I'm
I
not
do it like all the time.
like I'm not afraid of heights, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like then all the you can go through all the traditional fears that people have. Like I would skydive honestly.
That'd be
But
actually pretty fun because
the
you have
idea-
you have a dude do it with you
just
first.
like the idea of leaving food out and it attracting animals or food going bad to the point where things live in it. That's just
Oh.
that's the thing that gets me. And so picking up a potato filled with maggots
Yeah.
was just like a huge moment of like there's a security camera in the kitchen, so there's actually footage of me picking it up and like freaking out.
Aww.
And the potato just went.
See, the thing about like when my leg hair slightly moves and I think there's a spider on my leg is it happens so often that I've just been like, no, there's not a spider there.
I had a really...
Until one time somebody was like, there's a spider on your leg.
yes,
And then I was like, dang it!
Why? I went to a retreat with my church last fall, and we got put in this cabin, and like it was a decent cabin, and I was only bunking with 2 other people there. So like it was relatively, we had our own space, and it was nice. And so I turned out the lights on our first night staying there, and I felt something crawling up my arm in my sleeping bag. And so I was like, that's not good. I flicked it off, turned the light on. Pretty chill about it, honestly.
Yeah.
And so there was a spider, yes. And I decided, okay, maybe I should investigate slightly more before I go to sleep in this room.
Yeah.
So I had everyone help me, and we moved the dresser back. And there was like 50 spiders back there. And we were like, oh god. And then we moved the bunk bed, 50 more spiders. And then we moved like another cupboard, and it was just filled with spiders. And we were like, okay, we're going. We're not sleeping in here.
I don't like spiders.
It's like, and they all like scurry out when you turn the lights on.
Oh yeah.
Turn the lights off, and so they're all coming out.
See,
And then you turn the light on, and they all run back in like,
yeah.
It's the fuzz! And so we're like, if we turn off the lights and try to sleep,
Scram!
We're gonna be covered in spiders.
Oh yeah.
They're just gonna crawl all over us.
See, I think I've talked about this before, but like that's not really my problem. My problem is like one of my worst fears is home invasion. Just someone sneaking about during the night in the dark where I can't see, and especially because there'll be nights where I just like don't feel like going to sleep. And so like it'll be like 3 a.m. and my house is very creaky.
Yep.
That's my problem is just hearing creaks in the middle of the night.
I can so relate to that because I am horrible insomnia.
Oh yeah.
That I have to do tons of things to fix, and home invasion was like one of my so what happens is when you don't get enough sleep at night, your dreams just become filled with garbage. Because once you go into REM sleep, your brain is just so deprived that it essentially gives you like horrible nightmares. And so my things were about home invasion, often like home fires, and tons of like awful things where like people died, I died, and
yeah.
So I can definitely relate to that fear.
Of like, I was watching this true crime show, and they were talking, and they were talking about this like terrible murder, where like apparently this guy was like living in these people's attic for like weeks or something.
Yes, that's a relatively common thing. Like,
and then like
it's not somebody who wants to hurt you. It's just somebody who wants to like feed off of you.
But they
murdered
murdered the family.
Of you, but
And then lived there for like weeks afterwards.
Dale, I know what you're talking about. So yeah, it's the dude. He's like, and then they found that he's living in the attic, and basically he would move around. I think when he like move around during the night.
And they thought it was like rats or something.
Yeah, but it was just a dude in like
But then like
particularly since we have that crawl space in there, that's something that I've thought about with this house.
And then he murdered the family.
Someone appears to be. Oh, there he goes.
Lived in the house for like weeks afterwards. And it made me so paranoid.
Give me your chocolate bar.
That's what he says.
What?
No, dang it. He says apology accepted.
He said, give me your chocolate bar.
Said,
you're like, well, that's what he says.
Yeah.
Because like they wear chocolate bars to symbolize their like rank. You see that?
Oh, dude.
Yes, the raspberry and blueberry chocolate bar. You indeed are high in rank.
Darth Vader's got some white chocolate on this little
I haven't taken off this uniform to shower in a while, so I am also indeed high in rank. Rank stench. I do have to say, one of my favorite things about Star Wars is the way they use R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Yeah.
They're used as transition devices.
Are they even in the sequels?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know they're in it, but like, are they? Well, other than Rise of Skywalker, do they play a pivotal point like these?
They kind of just hang around.
They kind of just hang around. Okay.
And they introduced BB-8.
Yeah.
Who my uncle bought a robot that looks exactly the same, and you can control it. And it like runs around and it looks around and like beeps and stuff.
Did not like BB-8.
Wait, what's wrong with BB-8? I don't have a problem with him. He's like the only Star Wars character I don't have a problem with.
He's like the cutest robot that I'd ever.
I just
what's wrong with BB-8?
Something about him. I don't like it.
Says every fan of Star Wars who hates the sequels.
Well,
it's not even that.
But you're not a fan of Star Wars.
I hate the sequels, but I like BB-8.
Yeah.
It's more of like there's just something about it.
I was meaning the quote there's just something about it I don't like. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it.
It's not necessarily that. It's just when I look at him, I'm just like, that's not as cool of a robot as the other ones.
I figured it out, Dale. I know why you don't like BB-8.
What's it?
Because it sounds pretty close to Bibble, and you hate Bibble.
That might be it.
Yeah.
So, well, but he
BB-8, more like Bibble, more like shut up and die.
Did you watch that thing before you watched Force Awakens?
What?
Did you watch the thing with Bibble before
you watched
Force
Destiny,
Awakens?
so it
you just hate it now.
No, I just... I never thought.
Barbie Fairytopia haunted me before I was exposed to it.
I was going to say, before it was exposed to... So that doesn't make... Okay, continuity error. Anyway.
Hey, speaking of which, this is like one of the most iconic father-son moments.
Luke, I am your daddy.
Oh.
Luke, call me daddy.
I remember...
Call me daddy!
I remember there was like...
That's impossible! Boom! Oh my gosh.
See, here's my thing. With, So how does Maz get his lightsaber?
What? Who's Maz?
Maz Katana, or whatever her name is in...
What?
In Force Awakens. She's the orange lady, you know, with the big goggles.
Oh, don't even... I don't even know.
Okay. I was wondering if you had, like, some... Or if you heard something about, like, oh, we found this
Here
way.
it is. Here it is.
We can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough.
Yeah, this is a retcon, but they go with it.
No. I am your father.
It's like that one line in Return of the Jedi where Obi-Wan goes, "What I told you is true from a certain point of view."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, big retcon right there.
Yeah, George Lucas did not know that A New Hope was going to take off.
There was a lot of, like,
That is good. Hamill, what's his first? Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill?
He is a pretty decent actor.
He is.
I always like that he's the Joker in most everything, too.
Yeah.
Like, animated movies.
He is known as that, yes.
Also
As one of the
Batman.
most famous Jokers, yeah.
I always get confused on when they say this. Oh, so the last thing, or one
Thought
last...
we were on a planet. Guess we're above a planet.
Last thing I want to kind of talk about before is, so you know how, like, people, like, fantasize, Godfather or, like, Breaking Bad is like, I want to be a middle-aged dude making crystal meth in
I want to be
RV.
a guy with cancer.
Yeah, I want to be a guy who's gonna die of lung cancer, or like a Scarface, you know, or Wolf of Wall Street. I want to get all my money and then go to prison. Yeah, that's
I
what I
saw
want
a meme of, like, it was like these two characters. One was labeled 14-year-old girl, and one was labeled mental illness. And the 14-year-old girl was like, "Man, I gotta get me one of those."
God.
Because, like, so, like, the edgier middle school years for teenage girls, like, there's all these songs about, like, being, like, Melanie Martinez is the 14-year-old girl power, like, fantasy about being mentally ill.
I was gonna say,
it's bizarre, but it
so
exists.
when you look up Melanie Martinez,
man, I'm a psychopath.
This is not a joke. When
I'm so crazy.
When you look up Melanie,
quirky. That's exactly what it is. All right, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, last like 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes. This is like the only time.
How is that thin layer of glass protecting them from that?
Yeah.
I mean, like, a single particle is going to destroy your ship. If a rock is going to...
space glass.
Space glass.
It's...
You going with space glass?
I love the idea of just...
The force of an F5 tornado can impale you with a blade of grass.
Oh, yeah, man. I think you told us.
It just goes straight through you. And so if you're going at light speed, the force of a single particle of dust... It's gonna blow up your ship.
Have you seen how? What is it? How slow light speed is, like compared to like our planets?
Like Mach 1. It's Mach 1.
Or because they did like there was a scientist who was just like, I want to see how fast these starships are in Star Trek, and they all have like the speed and like.
They go up like all the way to warp 9.7.
And it's like and they go even warp 9. It's like they're going like this to like. Jupiter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. So that's why it takes like days to get anywhere when they're traveling the universe in the Enterprise. Like in like Next Generation.
In Voyager it's like 77 years.
Oh well yeah, because they're in the is it Alpha or Gamma?
It's the Delta Quadrant.
Delta. I got both wrong.
So they have a lot to go through.
I see. So because they're like they get like stuck and then they like
it only takes them It takes them 7 years, and it takes them 23 years.
Wait, what takes them 23 years?
Spoiler.
Wait, what takes... Well, you already told... Because my dad told me that...
It takes 23 years, and then Janeway goes back in time and helps them get it done in 7.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
That's funny.
And therefore creates a paradox where since Janeway made it back in 7 years, they didn't make it back in 23 years, so Janeway couldn't have traveled back in time to make it happen in 7, which would have created the fact that she would, because that would have been canceled, she would be going in 23 years, but then she'd have the ability again to, so it's a paradox.
That's crazy. See,
man, don't do time travel, anyone. It will.
I think my personal opinion, I think time travel is impossible.
Because time isn't a tangible thing that you can travel through.
And people were like, well, I can just go this time and like meet all famous people, and like you're gonna do so much damage.
You're gonna blow up the universe.
Yeah. And if like if you meet yourself, you're gonna like basically destroy everything.
Yeah, I've seen Peabody and Sherman. Is this a gunship? It looks like a gun.
I don't know.
Nope, it's okay. Okay.
Looks like a gun.
It's like a gun with a silencer.
That's a really long hallway. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Irvine
Kershner.
I didn't know till recently that George Lucas didn't direct
5 and 6.
You mean Jorge Lucas?
Sorry, Jorge Lucas.
Jorge Lucas.
Stars in
Jorge Lucas.
Star Wars.
I'm sorry you were sick. Well, he was sick. That's why he couldn't be in these movies.
What? I didn't know.
I believe he had a heart attack.
Oh, that was on set, and he was just like, yeah, I need, because that's when he kind of, he didn't want to direct anymore.
I do consider having a heart attack that you need to recover from being sick. I do.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but no, reasonable. It was like during on set of like the 4th movie, he's like, I gotta take care of myself, and so he didn't want to direct the 5th and 6th one because he's like, I'm just gonna take a step back.
Yep, and he still got to work on it because producers are technically like secondary directors. They're just people who control the finances.
I searched up what the executive producer does, and me and Dale aren't executive producers. We're just producers.
Well,
because I don't know if we have really control like really what happens during.
You do.
I guess we do. I guess we could.
Yeah.
Like put our input in. But I just see this mainly as your project, is my thing. Alec Guinness.
I like to think of you guys as secondary directors.
Okay.
Because I can show you some of the, like the trailer stuff after, but we have like it's considered produced by the Cinematic Fanatics. That's what it says in the credits.
I see.
So
I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching this episode of Star Wars.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the 6th one next week.
I was gonna say, you have you're gonna have a bunch of videos stocked up, like by like 9 weeks or 8 weeks now since Phantom Menace came out, which I love that. I love that episode. I can't wait to see episode 2 this Friday.
Oh man, yeah, it was so fun to put those together. We were loopy as heck during Star Wars 2.
That's like the Return of the King when we were just like super wild.
Yeah, we were losing it.
At least half of the Lord of the Rings marathon was Return of the King, and I totally love that you edited it that way.
All right, bye everyone.
Goodbye.